A lot of our viewers are asking me that where markets are headed. And I like to summarize the market setup differently. They always say that you should focus on where the puck will move rather than where the puck has moved, which is that the collateral damage because of poor earnings has already happened. But where do we move from here? My view is very simple. I think the bull market is not over. The reason why I feel the bull market is not over is because the earnings cycle is not over. I think we are still a good 50 to 60% away from the completion of this leg of earnings cycle. What we've seen is perhaps an impact of slowdown by government spending, which has impacted the aggregate picture, money moving into China, and IPOs are sucking out. Will these three variable factors be at play? The answer to that is no. I expect government spending to pick up. I expect that IPO market, after these big mega IPOs, there would be reasonable IPO in terms of size and scale which will hit the market. And third, I think by the year end or by January end, we pretty much know that how the stimulus package is moving in China and what kind of impact it would have. Then what do you do in this market? I think now you have to be very selective. Not everything will make money, but there are opportunities where if you get it right, disproportionate gains would be made. Energy transition, I think, is a very powerful thing. The world is focusing on climate change, and globally everybody is working towards it. Now, what is energy transition? Companies which essentially would be generating or which would be producing energy with a green and a clean environment. So it could be solar, it could be wind, it could be nuclear, wire companies, transmission companies, or even utilities. That's one ecosystem which should be part of your portfolio. Even EVs for that matter, I think they are better on energy transition. This becomes a large part of your portfolio. I expect luxury real estate to continue. If the government spending will come back, cement becomes a good sector, and selectively pharma. These are the themes one should look at. My limited point is that there's a market, there's a time in the market you should get greedy. There is a time in the market you should start selling, and there is a time in the market you should get choosy. So time of selling, I think, is over. Don't be outright bullish, but selectively if you start looking in the market right now, I think there is money to be made. In a bull market, leadership will change, and I think the leadership has changed. And on top of that, I'm talking about financials. I think financials are really looking solid, and you should buy financials in this decline for at least a 10% move in next 1 year.